So I've been getting some questions about relationships beyond divorce, and I thought I'd throw my 2 cents in. I'm not the best person to talk about this for reasons I'll explain a little later. Obviously, you have the backdrop of this relationship, this marriage didn't work out, so what makes me think I can find another one? Yeah. And then is there anybody else out there? Oh, woe is me type thing. So, okay. Particularly if you're in the beginning stages of this, those things hit you, a profound sense of loss and loneliness as time goes on. And you need a little more time to do it right, I think. Because, and this is kind of an interesting way to look at it. I don't know where to come down on this, but if, in my mind, you place no blame, you take responsibility. Okay, in fact, one of our subscribers gave me the title to the book I referred to, if you can see that, Extreme Ownership. So I'm kind of in that mode. It's a Navy SEAL who talks about extreme ownership. You can imagine what that's about. So you take ownership of the failings of a relationship, as opposed to she did this, even if she cheated, whatever. You know, you have to take ownership of that, not in a woe is me blame mode, but there's power in taking responsibility. And if you want proof, I mean, you know, is there anybody out there that has true power that doesn't take responsibility? I don't want to get too far afoot, but you get my point. So let's get back to relationship stuff. I mentioned myself, I'm an artist, filmmaker, actor, and also do digital media and stuff, and I'm building that with film. The point is, women aren't always into that because I'm sort of on the edge. I mean, to me, absolutely, like I said 1,000 times, you take care of your responsibilities. I have 2 beautiful children. I need to do that. But hey, I was put on earth to create and to survive, to live to create and create to live, that kind of stuff. So I'm a little shaded in the sense that, again, a lot of women aren't into that. That's fine. Okay, so I think where I come down on this ultimately is, going back to the original question, relationships beyond, you have to be good with yourself and alone with yourself. Loneliness is a real tough thing, even with people who are in relationships. I get it, but loneliness probably is emerging as one of my biggest challenges, right? And you want to mitigate that. You got to plan out your social life where you weren't really doing that before. But these groups like Meetup or Eventbrite, you can find some good stuff there. You can find some really horrible stuff there too, where you feel like a complete loser going to these things. But you know what? My proposition is always, it's better to go to the lamest event than to stay home and give in, because you never know what's going to happen. And you know, even the other night, you can't always do that. The other night I went to one, I peeked in, I was like, I can't do it, bro. I just went back to the car and went to the burger place or something. But I think put yourself out there and you'll meet some people of similar interest and whatever, you get the point. But you have to be good in yourself, and if you're alone, be good with loneliness. And I'm not sure I'm really there yet. It's something I struggle with, and but I know that that's the key to having a decent relationship next time around. Lastly, I'm going to say, look, I believe in marriage. I'm not a big divorce guy. I've talked about that before, particularly with children involved. It's not good, bro. So gauge how solid and at peace you are when you're on your own, because any relationship, even after the angels finish their repertoire and you're all high and everything, don't go for that high. Go for the high of, hey, I'm grounded and I'm feeling good and I learned from this other relationship. Goes without saying, you don't go out on a date or something and go into what a problem it was in the marriage. We talked about that. That's a sign you're not ready. So those are my 2 cents. I grapple with it, man, and the self-doubt and all those kind of things. But what choice do we have? In the end, the long road of being at peace when you're on your own, and being able to build something out of that, out of a blank slate, if you will, is the way to go, I think, you know. I'm sure I missed a couple points. I'll revisit this subject, but to my friend who gave me the title of the book, I recommend it. My brother's in the teams and knew Jocko, good dude, the author of Extreme Ownership, and it falls into what we talk about. And I'll just rant one more last thing. It's July 4th coming up, which means July 4th and then through the long weekend, and you can find loneliness there, man. It's a challenge. Everybody's out. You look out on the beach, and the families and the girls and boyfriends are running around, and you can really go down the tubes on that one. So try to mitigate it with exercise. Try to eat right. Give yourself some room to grow, and understand that loneliness is not something that needs to overwhelm you, and it can occur even when you're in a relationship. And we're all looking to gain strength and address this thing, you know? Okay, peace until the next time, my friends.